Okay.
Thank you for tuning in. You're listening to ShopTalk Radio, and I am your host, Styles by Joni. And you are tuned in through WDRB Media, where you can listen at iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Streamer, or tune in. Guys, don't forget my show airs Wednesdays, 10:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7:45 on the other side. So, guys, today I have Miss Vanette here with me,
Oh,
and
no.
we are going to discuss just broad talking, just some topics about the world today. Because I'm telling you, things that's going on, it amazes me. Vanette, how you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you. And yourself, Miss Joni?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Yep.
Hey,
hmm
doing good.
So, everything going good with you? How you been since the last time?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I thank God for life. I'm
Hey,
alive. You know,
hey,
oh,
hallelujah, right?
that's the most important thing. We are
Right.
alive. So
I'm
that's a
telling
good thing.
you.
We
I'm
can change anything we don't like about ourselves, or we can change anything we don't like, well, maybe about our day or whatever, as long as we're alive and we have our strength and our
I'm
health.
telling you. Amen to that. I'm telling you, because life is so short. Life
It,
is short,
it,
and mental illness is real.
yes, it is. It really is. Mental illness is real. You're right.
And it's kind of sad. It saddens me that they don't have the facilities, they don't have the right resources as far as taking the mental ill off of the streets. Or
They do, they have the right facilities, but the problem is that some of the family members are in denial.
in denial.
Yeah, about their family member. But you have to be the one to actually, the family members have to be the one to put them in, or either they have to be, the individual have to
Have to
be the
be
one.
willing.
Yeah, to go ahead and be in. They don't just take you like that unless you done committed some kind of act, that you
Right.
shouldn't committing. But you're right about that. Mental illness is real.
So there are facilities for, so it's so many homeless people on the street, and
Right.
most of the homeless that are on the street have some kind of mental illness that they're dealing with.
Yeah, they
So
do.
that so
But
you're telling me if there are resources out there in the facilities, but the people have to want to go there. So they
yeah,
choose the streets over help.
yes, a lot of them do. And they can't make them just go in, they can't just make them go in those facilities unless, like I said, they committing some kind of maybe criminal act, then that's when they actually put them away. Or if they say that they want to kill themselves, that's when they put them away. But somebody has to report that. If a person hear that, they would have to report that to the authorities. But a lot of people are doing what they call mind their business.
Yeah, that a lot of that, because it
Yeah.
just it's a lot of mind your business type of attitudes out here. But
It is. And
yeah,
a lot of people feel like, oh, if I tell on this person, I'm gonna be a snitch because I goes sometime when I go to Jackson, I walk through where the homeless people are. And the last time I went, which was about 2 weeks ago, at first, you know, at first when I went before them 2 weeks, it was so many people there, it was ridiculous. And when I went the 2 weeks ago, it's like the streets are kind of slim, like there's not as many of them out there. But I will say this, the day that I went, I saw a young girl that looked like she was 18 years old. And I know she had mental illness. She was talking to herself, and then she was smiling, and then she was laughing. And I said, Lord, have mercy. I was
well,
just poor, you
well,
know?
Vanette, that's what I'm saying. When I started
Yeah,
out, that's what I'm saying. That the
right.
resources, that's why I figured that the resources not there to reach these young. It's so many young people on the street where they're homeless and they don't want to be there, and do you
Yeah,
have some that do? But
yeah.
it's just so many. I'm just confused and baffled by that. Like, why would you choose to be uh
Well, The reason why they choose, a lot of them choose to be out on the street is because they want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. They don't want to be told to do something, and they don't want you making them take medicines or giving them shots and stuff.
Right,
And
right, right.
some of them will tell you, "Oh, I'm not mentally ill. Just leave me alone," or whatever. So they can't. Nobody can really treat them if they denying the
If
help.
they don't want the help. Because
Yes, they don't.
it's different from, I remember we had back in Miami, we had the Sunshine, remember
Yes,
Sunshine facility, and they had people used to go, like family used to admit, the mental ill. So
right.
now today, like you said, they're in denial,
Yeah,
or they
they
have
are.
burned their bridges.
That's true. Because I mean, they just can't they can't just go around on the street and pick out different people and have a conversation and say, "Oh, this one needs to be in our facility." And then now they
No, no,
also
no. I wouldn't want to say that, like going picking up people and putting them there against their
right,
will. Yeah.
right. But then again, it's like now they can't really do it like that because now they're looking for people with insurance. The ones that have insurance is the one that's getting put in those
Getting
facilities.
the help. That's true too, because a lot of homeless are not stable or don't have their paperwork together or up to par.
That's right. But I
That's
think that's
another reason.
yeah, I feel like that's kind of unfair too. But what can we do about it? What can be done about that? You know?
That's part of the healthcare system. That's part of the
Yeah,
healthcare system. Like everybody should be insured as far
that's
as health. I really believe that. Like if you're sick, you should be able to go and get,
insurance.
get help, get insurance so you can go and take care of your health. You know?
That's that's true. I'm gonna tell you something. I experienced something with Jackson Memorial right down where the homeless people is. I took all my documents. I'm just telling you this little thing that happened to me. I took all my documents. Not one time on the documents did it say you have 30 days. I went back like 2 days later and the lady say, "Oh, it's 30 days, it expires, and if you don't have any money, we won't help you." I was shocked to hear that.
Wow. And she said it straight out like that.
She
If you
said,
don't have the money, we can't
"You
help
don't
you.
you don't have no income, they're not helping you." But I know that's not true. If you go in that emergency room, they have to see you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But what she was saying is like with the Jackson card, if you don't have anything, they're not helping you. They're not giving you the Jackson card anymore. And I was really shocked to hear that.
So if you don't have income coming in, they're not giving you the card. So you have
That's
to have some, you have to pay something. Wow,
that.
yeah, that things have changed.
Yeah, things have changed tremendously ever since the pandemic. It's like a lot of people is just being denied.
That's what I was saying about the resources.
Yeah, and that's not cool at
It's not
all.
enough.
That's true, but remember here in Florida, remember downtown by Jackson, they have what is it called? Camilla House. And Camilla House help the homeless, and they do have a facility that help people that's mentally ill, but like we were just talking, they have to be willing to be seen.
Right,
If they're
right.
not to be seen, then it's like a lost cause. There's nothing you
Yeah.
can really do about that.
And I'm telling you, the people taking over the streets, they be in one area, they be in
Yeah,
one area of the city, and then they
yeah,
move to another area of the city. So the streets are going to be full with homelessness.
yeah, that's true. And right now, the way things is going here in Miami, I see a lot of people that's losing their homes, losing their housing and stuff because they don't have the resource to pay. And remember, we was getting stimulus. They was gonna send stimulus checks and all this. And I'm wondering to myself, what happened to that? And they do have a lot of stuff through the government, but the government it seems like the government is going broke. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the way
It's a lot going on with the government.
yeah, it's a lot going on. But look how many people that's in the state of Florida. Look how many people that keep coming to Florida.
Well, they sending them everywhere. The people are coming and transitioning, and they sending, yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's
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 so
it's
many
getting
now.
full, and the
Yeah,
resources are not being pushed out fairly.
That's
I must say, you
you
know.
right about that. It's not being pushed out fairly. I agree with you on that because there's a lot of people here too that I've seen. I went to a lot of areas, and what I noticed, like in the area where there's a lot of Spanish people, they help them right away, like at the food stamp office. But in the
Yeah,
black area, they turning the black people
they
away.
turn it. They're turning them away. Mm-hmm.
And you know the worst thing about it is these people that you're turning away have been working all their life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
now that they're not working, why isn't there anything there
Yeah,
for them to collect?
exactly.
Because you've been taking money out of their check
Right.
every year. Ever since
Right.
they've been working, money been taken out of their check. So there's supposed to be money for them when they
Right.
need it. But it seems like they're giving it to someone else.
Right. Right. And they're taking it from the ones who was getting it, or or who need it, and they're
Yeah.
giving it to the what do you call them? The refugees? Not the refugees. What's the other word?
The immigrants.
Immigrants. They're giving them to the immigrants, but it should not be that way.
It
When a
should.
person is looking for help, you help them. You don't turn them away. And that only happens in America, I swear. It's
Yeah.
like
True.
that's only in America that America does not take care of the people. It's
No.
like the people have to make up for the government's mistakes. Like, the
Yeah.
people got to pay money back.
Hmm.
How you plan on taking care of the debt from the
That's
college students, but then the people got to pay for it out their taxes? That I
yeah.
don't get that.
I don't get it either. And then wait a minute, you talking about that? How about the stimulus checks that they sent out? How about people got to pay that back now?
Yeah. That's true. They tried me, but that didn't work that way. Cause this is something that happened as a pandemic. It was
Yeah.
not. I didn't create the COVID. I didn't create the pandemic. So why am I being? And I did what I was supposed to. Now some people wasn't honest.
No, a lot of
So
people.
go after them. Don't go after the ones who did the ABCD.
But you know what? I'm gonna say to you about this pandemic, these stimulus checks. People wasn't writing nothing. The president we had, he took it up on himself to send to everyone. Nobody got on no computer and said, "Hey, I need this or I need that." He made a sound decision to send it to everybody in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
They, I don't feel like we need to be penalized, but now
But
they,
that was the trick.
yeah, it was a
Yeah,
trick.
that was
Now
the
they're trying
trick.
to get you to pay it back. And if you don't pay it back little by little, now the groceries, the food is high.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is high.
Yeah.
You,
Now they going through what they're going through with the gas. Who got to
yeah,
pay for it? We got to pay for it. So the gas
thank.
goes up. So now it's more money coming out your paycheck, and
It's crazy. I know, but you know what? I call it life. And to me, it reminds me of the Great Depression. You hear about
right.
and so it seemed like they bringing back those depressions on our lives, but
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of us have to be wise, especially when you working and stuff. You better look at what they taking out of your check. Remember
Right. That too.
they was taking out something called FICA, and then these other little taxes and stuff
Right. Right.
that you
Right.
like. Why are you taking this out of my check? And it's to help other people, but when you need the help,
Right. Can't get it. Can't get it. And
can't
check
get
your light bills, check your water bills. They got this extra money that they're taking out. It's like, what's this for now? So it's
yeah.
like the people who trying to make it, the hard working people, are the people who paying for the mistakes of the government.
It's like they being penalized. But what I sat down and I looked at and I said, you know what? One time I used to work for the cable company, and then one bad apple could make it bad for everybody. This what I'm saying, it makes sense. Okay. So a lot of people was getting cable, and then sometime they'll let their bill go overflow. You know what they was doing? The people that was the good paying ones, they would take some money from them. They'll charge them extra to try to pay the bill of the other people that didn't pay. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
I feel like in a way that's what's going on now with everything being so high.
Yeah. And like you say about the Great Depression, we are going through it. We are
We
going through it. people are going through it, and I want to just make sure we all stay uplifted in this, because it's not good. People committing suicide left and right, young people. This is our
That's
future. You got